While MLS and MLB have struggled with positive coronavirus tests, the NHL bubble is working just the way they envisioned. No positive coronavirus cases in Phase 4, which obviously meant the playoffs began on time. That doesn't mean the players aren't going the extra mile to protect themselves. One company's come up with a hockey helmet liner aimed to minimize the sweat that flies off while playing. I had the chance to talk to Nosweat's Director of Marketing, Patrick Hayes, about these liners that are helping NHL players better protect themselves.
You know, the face shield liners more go towards the medical route that we've really pivoted in a certain way outside of sports during this time. You know, finding that hygiene is the most important thing right now. But getting into the actual liners outside of the PPE medical shields there, you know, it's been a big thing, the hygiene, safety, performances, you know, on the athletic side of things, the first and foremost. And so, you know, absorbing your sweat it's a huge issue. And, you know, whether you realize it or not, or the habits. And so, you know, these sweat absorbing headwear liners from hat, helmet, visor, construction, military, and so on. You know, a lot of people have very similar uses for it, and comes in handy, and especially at a time like now, and it's just so different. You know, will we ever have a time like this again? You know, I'm not sure, but I will tell you that a lot of my habits changed as far as how many times I've washed my hands and put hand sanitizer on, and you know, a lot of the only things that are open right now is to play some golf. And so obviously, being a big golfer, you can put it in your hat and you really notice the difference. And so, you know, being able to, from baseball starting up and obviously hockey underway, it's just eliminating those habits and now bad habits that you did have that maybe you realized. And so, you know, bringing some awareness, but really amplifying that in sports.
How do they work exactly?
So you take them, I actually have one right here. So it's patented technology. And if you can see there, it locks the lighting right there, it locks that in there. And so hat, helmet, I even have the hockey one
let's see that
right here. So this would be the front of the hat, and so it's a little bit dark right there, but you can see in mine that it fits right in there like that. Yeah, I don't notice it. Fits right in there, easy to peel off, put right in there. So put it in any of your headwear, it absorbs it. When you take it out, when you actually feel it, it doesn't feel wet at all. It absorbs it into the gel that's inside of there. And also with that, it reduces the odor that's inside.
How is that key to preventing the spread of COVID, specifically now when these NHL players are able to put these in their helmets?
Yeah, I mean, what we've seen even before COVID, some of these teams, it just took one of their teammates and then it spreads. And so, you know, you take all the precautions that you can, but something is maybe unknown, a little known, you hear whatever it might be, but at the end of the day, we all have to do our part. And if we can do a part in becoming an accessory for them to go to practice, to go to games, to wear this becomes part of their habit, like it's just transformed it right now. So, you know, you eliminate that starting in the locker room, and they're going to be competing against people that aren't their teammates. And so no one knows who's been doing what every day for the past 5-6 months. And so once you head out there, everyone's excited, and maybe that stuff will go away. But before then, during the practices and then just the, you know, what's in between here, it's focus on that. And the pitchers, you know, going like that after every pitch, and who touched those baseballs, who touched that bat, you know, it's just, it's crazy. There's a lot to it.
The Predators are up in Edmonton right now for their NHL playoff bubble experience. Who are some of the players, though, around the league that will be using your No Sweat liners?
Back it up just a little bit. So the product actually started as primary hockey brand. And so it developed up in Minneapolis, and it was a big issue. And, you know, it was actually female products that were stuck right up there to absorb it. And quickly did the research on finding that there's some more innovative ways to be able to do that. And so from there, it really grew. It started in the Referees Association, and they have been a longtime partner and user of the product. And as of this year, every NHL team has bought it and has their players using it. And now, from a brand ambassador standpoint, we work with champion TJ Oshie. He's a big Washington Capitals player, and he's also not only an ambassador, but an investor, someone who believes in it and someone who's going to go in the locker room and really preach it, use it, utilize it. I think that for us, we're biggest fans of our ambassadors and people who believe in it. And I want him to excel at the highest level. And so by doing this, adding the performance and some of those things that maybe after time, like maybe it'll help my golf game. Maybe he'll score a couple more goals. Who knows? Time will tell. But anyways, keeping to the habits of everything.